What's going on, guys? Mitch here, and today we are taking a look at another new add-on to the winter project build. This is the Enve SES Aero in-route bar, and in-route being a little bit different than the handlebar that I've actually previously used on a Tarmac SL7 project. It didn't have this little hole here. So that's their in-route system. I don't think I'm actually going to use the in-route system because the stem is like obscenely expensive, and the main reason I actually picked up this bar is because I really enjoyed it actually on the Tarmac SL7 and just missed it for its geometry. So let's take a look at that more than anything, and then we'll kind of talk about that in-route system, talk about kind of some of the features. I've already unboxed a very similar bar to this in the past, so I'm not going to make this too long. But I guess let's get started. So being Enve's Aero bar, we can kind of look at the profile here. So pretty flat top, and Aero is not just about punching through the wind, it's actually about the vibration factor that you get, or I guess lack of vibration that you can actually kind of peel off the road by having that flatter profile. Just my opinion. It tends to ride a little smoother. So there's that side of, I guess, things. The system itself is, it's funny, they're actually labeling it now. You can see I got a 30, well, the size is a 42, and it's actually flared really hard. I don't know the exact degree, but it's flared so much so that you can kind of see here 37 in the tops, right? And then 42 in the drops, which is where I need to be for sprinting. But I just found this setup super aero, and look at that flare. Like, it's hard to kind of, let's flip this guy around if I can try to show that. It just pops, whoop, right out to the side. Hopefully you can see that. As well, you can see the actual bend of the bar here. It's all kind of gritty, super grippy for your levers. For me, I'm going to be running SRAM Red E1 on this bike, and you can see it's kind of good for that. Also, you can match it up, both sides labeled with those little pointers, so it's all indexed, nothing too crazy. You've got that Enve logo on the top here, which looks really good, and it's supposed to say SES. There it is. SES, which is kind of their race series. So pretty cool. Same thing on the top of the bar itself. It's all gritty for that stem, so once it's locked in place, it's not going to be slipping around. The bar itself, super light. Like I said, more than anything, I'm buying this bar for my build, which at this point I don't believe I've actually announced yet, but I'm buying it because I just really like the geometry of it. If we take the SES system aside, or sorry, not the SES, the in-route system, which is this, aside, you can run it just like the old version, running your internal cables through here, out here, and then underneath the stem, and then into the bike. Or if you want to get fancy and run that, I think the stem's like $500 versus the stem that I'm getting is like $100. You know, if you want to go the whole super integrated route, you can down the road, but not for me. Just going the standard, you know, nothing too crazy. It also has these little plugs on the end here, and I believe that's actually for the Di2. I believe, I can't remember how I did this. I think I ended up cutting this off or pulling those plugs out. I can't remember what I did, but they are available. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, Di2 cut line, you have to pull that off if you're running Di2 basically, but otherwise they're just plugs. You can wrap that up with your bar tape. And then I think that's kind of it. You know, the main thing is it's an aero bar, but the secondary thing to it is the fact that it's flared super hard. I guess I'll show this side to the outside, so it's really, you know, when you're riding the top or in the hoods, it's just, you know, you're a thinner profile and you punch through the wind, but when you're in the drops, you're nice and wide. So anyway, and I guess I'll show this too. Something about like instructions around whatever that is for. I always like to show the bars in its stock form. I will do a video installing these on the new bike when it is unveiled. It's actually sitting right behind me, and basically I'm just waiting for a stem to get that on, then I can start kind of putting everything on the bike and get rolling on it. But I just thought that the Enve Aero, I think it's called Enve Aero in-route stem, is just obscenely expensive for what it is. You know what, even if it's 50 grams or 20 grams lighter, it's just like, whatever. Like, save the money, get an aluminum stem where it matters, and you're not going to have any issues. So anyway, there you go. That is the SES Aero in root bar from Enve, and the big new addition being this part right here for that internal routing, if you do decide you want to do it. If not, you can run it standard, just like I'll be doing, and like I have in the past. Alright guys, have yourself a fantastic day, and thank you for checking this out, and more to come on this bad boy soon. Peace.